Book presentation. Children. Life, What It Was. This book was published in electronic form in the intellectual publishing system Writero.ru. Author Zakaf Arav. Children. Life, What It Was. Speech by Arkaf Arav at a meeting with school children. Introduction. I think that modern children, and some adults, will find it useful and interesting to learn about the life of children of past years. So that it won't be like Hamlet said, the link of time has broken up from the tragedy of William Shakespeare's Hamlet. Knowledge of the life and lifestyle of previous generations is not only useful, but also necessary. I am Kafer Avrazarajimovik. In Baku, the capital of Azerbaijan, I had a meeting with first grade school children at the Dunya Mektaba school, translated as the World School. The meeting place was the school library. This school hosts an event called Personal Stories. Life as it was before our appearance. In total, there were 56 school children in the first 3 classes, as well as their teachers and educators. A photo from my performance in front of school children. I am sure that everyone needs to remember and take into account the remarkable words of the outstanding Soviet and Russian writer Sergei Vladimirovich Mikhailov, "Today is children, tomorrow is people." That is, how in our time they will learn, develop, bring up children will depend on what their country will be in the future. Hello dear children. Hello teachers and educators. I will tell you what the life of the school children of your years was like when I was in school, and I will also tell you how I wrote the fairy tale Camel, Crocodile, and Friday. My story will be accompanied by thematic pictures and video films. Only some photos from my presentation will be shown below. See all the material presented in the book Children. Life, What It Was on the website of Rydro Publishing House. A link on how to access the site of my speech on the internet will be given below. View photos on this topic. Great Patriotic War. Spotlights lit in the night sky, enemy aircraft. When the searchlights brighten the plane, the warriors will see it at the anti-aircraft guns. The anti-aircraft guns start firing projectiles at the plane, damage it, and it falls to the ground. Interesting statements about the benefits of reading. Reading for the mind is the same as physical exercises for the body. Joseph Addison. The books have a special charm. Books cause us pleasure, they talk to us, give us good advice, they become living friends for us. Petrarch F. All good books are especially similar in that they certainly excite in readers the desire to think about what is fair, beautiful, and useful for people. Chernyshevsky N.G. Books of those years that I read. I learned to read at 5 years old. For me, bought children's books with pictures. I like to read, learn from books new, interesting. When I went to school at the age of 7, I immediately began to take books from the school library. Authors of books for reading were recommended to us by our teacher. See the files, books of those years. I will name several authors and the names of children's books. Samuel Marshak. The Book for Kids. Boris Zhidkov. The Book About Animal Stories. Boris Zhidkov. The Book What Happened. Vitaly Bianchi. The Book Tales for Children. Vitaly Bianchi. The Book The Big Book of Stories. Korny Tchaikovsky. The Book Dr. Abelet. Alexander Pushkin. The Book The Tale of Tsar Sultan. Alexander Pushkin. The Book The Tale of the Golden Cockerel. The outstanding Soviet and Russian writer Sergei Vladimirovich Mikhailov wrote many interesting books for children. Look at the photo of the covers of 2 children's books. Alexander Pushkin. The Book The Tale of the Fisherman and the Fish. How came the idea of my fairy tale Camel, Crocodile, and Friday? From an early age children are interested question what is good and evil. The great poet V.V. Mayakovsky has a poem. Baby son came to father and asked him, baby, what is good and what is badly? And I, too, so that my little son could understand this, composed this tale. Several years ago, when it was necessary to entertain my little son, Ruslan Chick, so that he would eat well, I began to compose for him a tale about the camel, the crocodile, and a little bird. Ruslan Chick liked the fairy tale, and he asked me more and more new stories about the adventures of three friends. In this tale, Camel is a kind beast, Crocodile is a wise beast, Friday, a little bird. Read, children, a fairy tale file, or your parents will read it to you. How to go online to buy a fairy tale in electronic form. There are two ways to work on the internet to enter the tale. The first way, start the internet. Start Yandex or Google or another search engine. Go to the Rydro Publishing House's store page at the link below. https://rydro.ru/books. Paste into search, Camel, Crocodile, and Friday. The tales page opens. The second way, start the internet. Display a file on the computer screen with a link to the tale on the internet. Here is the link. https://rydro.ru/books/fairy_camel_crocodile_and_Friday. Click on the link. The tales page opens. When you read it, you will understand that, conclusion, good, the kind must be defended. Evil, vicious man need to bring up. Inkwells, pens, feathers. How was the school of my time different from your school? At school we wrote in ink, pens with metal feathers. Ink is such a dark liquid. They dipped the quill into the inkwell, some ink remained on the pen. Then with this pen they would draw letters or numbers on paper in notebooks, words or numbers would be obtained. Worn to school with a non-spill inkwell. Look at the photo. My favorite toy for many years was the designer, constructor, mechano, erector set, a set of metal parts from which it was possible to assemble various devices, carts, a crane, etc. Toys should not only amuse you, but also make you think. Games of children of those years. We mostly played in the yard. Many of our games took place in the courtyards, that is, in the air. We ran a lot in the air. This strengthened our health, hardened us. We played the following games: jumping over a spinning rope. View photos of children's games during my childhood. Girls and boys rope jumping. Look at the photo. School children and pioneers were taught the rules of their lives. These rules were created to ensure that children grow up healthy, intelligent, and useful to society individuals. The text of these rules is given in the article Instruction for School Child and Pioneer. See the beginning of the text of these rules. It is possible to use this instruction for children of the 21st century. Look at the picture with the admission of children in the Pioneer organization. The pioneers had many circles with interesting and useful activities. In Soviet times, circles, sections, and courses were not only a form of leisure, but also helped to determine the choice of profession. Those who dreamed of becoming an engineer went to the circles of young technicians and mastered the design before entering the university. Animal lovers were recorded in circles of biologists or organizations for the protection of animals and nature. For example, Model Aircraft Circle. Needlework Circle, girls were employment. Holidays. In each year we had 2 holidays when demonstrations were held. One of these holidays was May Day. The demonstrations were interesting and fun. Look at the site https://www.youtube.com. Video. Soviet May 1st Parade, Red Square 1974. Demonstration. Moscow. The Red Square. How to go online to the website of Rydro Publishing House to buy an electronic book Children. Live, what it was. There are two ways on the internet to go to the site of this book. The first way, start the internet. Start Yandex or Google or another search engine. Go to the Rydro Publishing House's store page at the link below. https://rydro.ru/books. Paste into search, Children. Live, what it was. The book Children. Live, what it was page opens. The second way, start the internet. Display a file on the computer screen with a link to the book Children. Live, what it was on the internet. Here is the link. https://rydro.ru/books/children_life_what_it_was. Click on the link. The book page opens. Dear children. Dear parents. When you read this book you will understand that the life of children several decades ago was somewhat difficult, but at the same time fascinating, interesting and even fun. We learn the qualities of good, kind people who are not afraid of work and striving for knowledge. Dear children. Now you have much more opportunities for development and entertainment. Be able, together with your parents, correctly, it is useful to use these opportunities. Author photo. The author of this story, Rizika Farav. Full member, Academician of the European Academy of Natural Sciences, Hanover, Germany, engineer inventor of equipment for industrial gas cleaning processes, chief designer of equipment for oil refining. Mail, kfrovrr@yandex.ru